Dear brothers and sisters, many of us are surprised that we came to the 21st century and we still have wars, we still have famine, all kinds of problems in this world. Now we have this big reset that is going on, planning to build another world, a better world. Okay. We have so many natural disasters. Okay. These things, they seem to be of different nature, different origin, but there is one important reason behind it. This important reason was indicated by the Lord himself. He said that this is indication of the apostasy of the humankind and the second coming of Jesus Christ. So these things, they have one thing in common. They result from the deceit, from the wrong choice that's made by mankind, and this is a choice for earthly well-being and the kingdom, prosperity, enjoyment on this earth, in this world, and disregarding anything that is spiritual. Humanity, century after century, gradually is departing from more idealistic values to more down-to-earth values. Okay, so today I want to have a overall overview of how we came about to this situation, and bring this to the problems we are facing now with this big sickness that happened, and with great reset that's going on, as well as the wars that now are happening. Okay, and also to draw some conclusions about what to expect on the overall scale, and how do we confront or react to these changes in this world. Well, the changes that have happened, we can see at least 400 years ago. Okay, let's go back to the 17th century. After these 30 years of war, these religious wars in Europe, which were, of course, still a sign that people care about faith, about religion. They were ready to die for it. Okay, there were some higher values that people were willing to die for. That's why they went and they fought, even though this was wrong and they were mistaken. But still, they cared so much about it. And after that, there was a great disappointment about truth, about authority, about God's presence and guidance in this world. And this is why we have everything. We have, in terms of politics, we have collapse of all monarchies. Okay, because people already don't believe in the divine origin of the royal power. Okay, they don't see anything supernatural in this. There is a big move to rationalistic thinking in terms of philosophy, science, and everything else. There is a great expansion of trade and industry because people care more about what to produce more, to eat more, to have better house, okay, and down to earth approach, okay. So after that we have 300 years of capitalism. Okay, I'm now generalizing. Okay, I'm talking more about Europe than United States. Okay, we have similar processes of materialism. Okay, even in China and in Russia. Okay, we have processes that are bringing the society down to earth, to production, army, and these empirical sciences and stuff like that. Okay, and now I'm not saying that it's fake or that these sciences are fake, stuff like that. No, I'm just now talking about this shift of the focus. As people gradually, okay, this takes centuries, okay, gradually societies and people are getting more and more involved in earthly things. And eventually, within this world of mammon, okay, there is this thinking about new socialistic ideas, okay? And these socialistic ideas, they want to take this mammon to the next level. And this is why it's totally materialistic. Okay, it says, okay, there is nothing spiritual or nothing supernatural. Everything is decided by processes, okay, the physical, social, and everything, okay, is determined by these processes. Okay, and many people believe this. And I can tell you more. I can tell you that today's capitalists, all this inclusive capitalism, okay, and people who are behind it, basically their mindset is some kind of Kabbalistic, materialistic mysticism. Okay, this is why some people say it's something like Spinoza thinking. Okay, that God is nature. Whatever there is in nature, that's God. Okay, and so it's a little bit like pantheism, something like that. Even though people now believe in all kinds of mystical powers and astrology and all kinds of this new age stuff, and all of that is also we can call it materialism, because it's just saying that there are some powers out there, okay, which we don't know about. This occultism and Kabbalism, okay, there is something out there. It's not just this matter, scientific stuff. No, there is something out there, but this is, okay, it's just more thinner, okay, it's just we don't see it. It's like magic, okay, we can use some ways of drawing those powers and using them. So this seems to be spiritual, but it's not. Okay. Also, another thing I need to mention: some people say, "No, we have spirituality. We have concerts. We have classical music. We have art and stuff like that. We have movies about these ancient aristocracies and cultural things." And well, this is either just fake. Okay, we watch movies about okay, some heroes, but we don't have these heroes in our life. Okay, we don't live by those values, by those heroes. So it's just fake in TV. We can see that, but we don't live that. Or also we can have some purely emotional stuff, which is just stirring up emotions. And that is very popular in Catholic countries and in Catholicism. Not only Catholicism, okay? It's something that's stirring up your feelings, and you feel pity, or you feel sorrow, or you feel excited, or you feel something. And you say, oh yes, this is something else. It's not just coming from this material world, it must be coming from God. Well, it has nothing to do with God, okay? This is just your feelings, emotions. It's on the level of soul. It's not spirit, okay? So what is spiritual usually has to do with the absolute, with the ideals. Could be wrong ideals, could be materialistic ideals, but there could be also spiritual ideas which are not relative, okay, which are absolute. There is everything relative. In materialism, if you've studied the teaching of Marx, you'll see that it's all relative there, okay? It's all down to earth approach, okay? So what we have now is this mindset, okay, is everywhere. That economic growth is most important. Environment is most important, okay? Because, well, environment is also a physical thing. People understand, they can see, they can smell pollution. So that is most important. Okay, some other things like no wars, okay, so all of that is what people are concerned about. Nobody is concerned about spiritual life and living according to the gospel. Okay? And this is why in the 19th century it was Marx who was able to offer this theory, this socialistic theory, because he could disregard any spiritual thing. Already people were far away from spirituality, so that most events, phenomena in society could be explained by this materialistic approach. And now it's even worse. So the Lord, he said that when the Son of Man will come, will he find faith on earth? So the real faith will be so few, it was almost nothing, okay? Because everything will be determined by this materialistic approach. We care about our bills, we care about tasty food, we care about clothes, everything, enjoyment, entertainment. Okay, we care about earthly stuff. We have fears, what's gonna happen, I'm gonna lose my job. It's all related to this earthly stuff, okay? And we don't have trust in the Lord. We don't have time for prayer. We don't live by the gospel. Okay, we don't read gospel. Okay, because we are completely enslaved by this world and its earthly values. So they are able to take it a step further. Okay, so this is why they can program. Okay, people are gonna be behaving like this, like that. So now we can do reset, now we can do war, we can do this, we can do that, to achieve the building up of the new world that will be the world of the mammon, of this prince of this world. The Lord said that he is coming and he has nothing in me. He is hostile to everything Christian. Also, there will be the religion of the future, of this future world, which is going to be just melting together all religions, and this new religion will be completely enslaved. It will be completely serving this mindset of the new world of Mammon. It will not be true Christianity. It will not have any true values that are coming from God. it will be all based on this worldview and world order that is going to be created. So the true enemy of both Marxism and every materialistic thought and policy is true Christianity, is the Church of Jesus Christ. So that's why there was such great persecutions in Soviet Union in the past, and there will be persecutions in the future. Okay, for everyone who is going to be truly faithful to the Holy Gospel and not to something else. Okay. There are tons of fake values, nationalistic or other. Okay, that's why they are able to create wars and stuff like that. So when we see that all of this is so all-encompassing, this mindset, this way of life, this this kind of world, it's all-encompassing. What do we do? Okay, what do we give up? Well, the answer is that no, because it's us who are not slaves. As long as we have spiritual life and live according to the Spirit and have trust in the Lord, we can overthrow all fears, all this conditioning that's coming from this materialistic world. It becomes like Goliath, who was small, who overthrew the giant. Okay, sorry, the not Goliath, David, who overthrew Goliath, the giant. Okay, we become like David if we are with the Lord, if we have His blessing. So this external world with all these fears, wars, and economic dictatorship, and all these things is coming with its brainwashing that is going to do through media, through gadgets, through maybe chip in your brain, whatever is coming. Okay, this is like this big giant that's coming. But for a Christian who is living according to the gospel, there is no fear, and he knows that he can overthrow all this by being loyal to his Lord. And such faith is now so few, it's almost absent. Even in the hearts and in lives of Orthodox Christians, let alone other denominations, which are greatly enslaved already by all these things, either mentally or ideologically or emotionally. They are already brainwashed and enslaved. So let us not have any fear, no matter what happens, be it war, be it pandemic, be it hunger, be it atomic war, doesn't matter. Okay, we have to be with the Lord, have to be loyal to the Lord, we have to be strong in prayer, in our testimony of love, that no matter what, we still love our neighbor, our enemies. Okay, and we can live according to completely different values that this world is teaching us to live by. May the Lord help us, give us His strength, His guidance, and blessing to every one of you. God bless.